I can touch it now, right? I asked. Wait a moment. You need to specify the time period and what you want to know first. Otherwise, you'll be like wandering into a twilight zone filled with all sorts of confusing stories. She instructed. Okay, the first thing I want to see is the lifetime when I met Kaharu, my beloved, who is currently on the planet Thung. I immediately stated my first request to both of them. For this kind of journey, you can direct your mind to go wherever and whenever you want yourself, because these are purely your memories. Vasuta advised. Okay, I feel so excited right now. I can't believe I'm about to travel back in time. Like traveling with a time machine, I said excitedly. If you're ready, then touch your memory crystal pillar. I'll send you off here, Vasuta said. Thank you very much, I said. Then, I slowly moved closer to my memory crystal pillar and gently placed my hand on the crystal, while my other hand still held Lord Foch. As soon as my hand touched the glass crystal, what appeared before me was an image of myself rapidly soaring forward. In just a moment, I was in a place where a temple was under construction. The main sanctuary was almost finished, with only the gold-patterned writing adorning the pillars and the ceiling decorations remaining. I saw several skilled craftsmen diligently working. The exterior of the sanctuary was complete. The pediment had a gilded wood carving of Pra-Narai riding Garuda, trampling Nagas and Rahu. The sides were surrounded by numerous deities. My feeling now was that I must be someone who played a role in the construction of this place. My attire looked more distinguished than the others. Soon, I heard a loud shout from outside the sanctuary. Somde Pra Inthracha has arrived at the entrance. Everyone who heard that sound hurriedly put down whatever they were doing and sat down on the floor. Lord Foch, where am I, and who am I being? I used mental questioning instead of speaking aloud. The lifetime you have come to is a time when you were a skilled Buddha image sculptor. This is the city of Ayutthaya, Sri Ramath, almost 600 years ago from the present. You are currently a favorite of the king who rules the city, because he greatly admires the style of the Buddha images you sculpt. He often comes to visit and observe. As soon as Lord Foch finished speaking, it seemed understanding about myself returned, and I felt like I was inside that person. I immediately knew that today was the day someday Inthracha would come to inspect the work after the Buddha image. I had sculpted was cast in bronze and gilded all over. I knew I had received many privileges, such as a large house with servants, and a rank equivalent to a nobleman, but without administrative duties. My work involved designing various structures in the palace, most of which were elaborate and magnificent, causing visiting dignitaries to admire that the art in his city was as beautiful as if created from heaven, especially the style of this new Buddha image I had sculpted, which was more special than any other in his kingdom. This Buddha image wore royal attire, with a pointed crown and a formidable countenance. It's funny that you even carved my image to decorate the pediment of the sanctuary, Lord Foch said casually, as if wanting to start a conversation. Which one is your image? I asked, comparing the roles, duties, and similar-sounding names. I think the image you carved to adorn the pediment definitely refers to me, Lord Foch observed. You mean the image of Pra-Narai? I asked. Yes, Naraya or Narai is a slight phonetic variation between earthlings and higher dimensional beings. The pronunciation of higher dimensional beings, who rarely vocalize from the throat, tends to draw out sounds longer than ordinary humans. And considering the role of Pra-Narai according to your beliefs, I am even more certain that that image is of me. And good. Who does it represent, and why are you sitting on its back? I asked. The stories passed down about my being, which may be very ancient, were misunderstood by people in the past who didn't understand aircraft. when they saw me traveling around in a flying vehicle. The first thing they could think of was a winged animal or a bird, but it certainly wouldn't be an ordinary bird. Thus, the creation of the image of a bird that could be used as a vehicle came about. Lord Foch explained. That's interesting. And what does the Naga represent? I continued to ask. In the past, some clairvoyant individuals who could travel with their minds, mostly after getting to know me, would know where my abode is. The Naga is a symbol of the underworld, a city beneath the water or the ocean, and that is where I reside. And what does Rahu represent? I asked again, the first time I came to this world. I built my spacecraft on a planet that orbits between the center of the Milky Way galaxy and our solar system. That planet is like a large spacecraft manufacturing plant, similar to my dwelling, because it has the elemental components conducive to forming the spacecraft. This planet enters the radius of your solar system every 3,600 years. Sometimes, a phenomenon occurs where it eclipses the sun for a long time because it is enormous, hundreds of times larger than your world. This planet has no light of its own. When they saw the phenomenon of that dark planet but didn't know how to explain what they were seeing, humans imagined that there was something very powerful that could even swallow the sun and the moon. Lord Foch continued to explain.